Okay, partner, this is it! A trip to Clockwork's lair!
We were on our way to the Krakharov volcano in Russia. While looking over what little information I had on the final member of the Fiendish Five, I began to notice something. In the 4 parts of the Thievius Raccoonus recovered so far, several of the pictures depict a shadowy owl-like figure, which looks very similar to the police images of the mysterious Clockwork. Is this a strange coincidence, or is there something I'm missing?
Hey, Sly! The road to Clockwork's fortress is blocked! Do me a favor and shoot out that lock for me, would you, pal?
So welcome to part 12. This is where things get really interesting.
Whoa! Check out all those mines! Think you can blow them away and clear a safe path for us?
I mean, for one, we got a new different type of turret section already. Well, we gotten rid of the, the vehicle type where you use the right analog stick to aim and shoot. Here, we're just simply using it to aim. No ape escape style controls is here.
Bingo! My scanners indicate that Clockwork is holed up in that owl-shaped tower.
First things first, we've got hostile robo-falcons at 12 o'clock, Sly!
So yep, this is the final level. And what do you know, the scenery is a gigantic volcano. I'm not sure about Russia and its volcanoes, but I don't think they have any that are this big.
That's no tower, it's a giant death ray! Fly, take out those rocks or we're in trouble!
And yeah. And as you can see here, I'm already screwing up pretty bad since I got hit twice in the beginning.
Heads up! The robo-falcons are back!
And as you can tell, this is gonna be pretty chatty since yeah, I've been almost interrupted. But yeah, hopefully things will be a little good on the commentary side. I mean, this is post, but I don't think live commentary would be any better unless you want to talk over it. But as you can see here, Clockwork has a death ray thing that, well, it spells death, I guess, but all it seems to do is just cause rocks to fall onto Sly. I have no idea what else you could say about the death ray.
We're getting swarmed!
Yep. So at least we know the basic enemy type here is these Robo Falcons. Yep. So we're at least this level is being pretty quick, knowing that at least we know that we're facing birds.
Nice shooting, Sly! Looks like we're in the clear!
Murray, that cave doesn't look tall enough for the turret to make it all the way through.
We've got to get through that security door on the far side of the cavern. The only way to unlock it is to analyze at least 60 of those hanging computers.
Would have been easy to get at them if Murray hadn't thrashed our new turret.
Yeah, won't be a problem. I can hack the computer's connection coupling so they'll fall to the ground. Then, Murray will have to run over them with the van.
Okay, and Murray, remember to use our new battering ram by hitting the square button if anyone tries to keep you from those computers.
Murray, there are only 119 computers up there, and these fire slugs seem intent on getting to them before us. The first one to 60 computers wins.
Surprise! There's still you still got to control the van. It's not a race, but is it any better? That's up to you. I guess it's a race against see who gets the most computers here. There's only just enough for the both of you. Only one of you can get 60, but not the other way. So yep, you just simply have to destroy these computers. Somehow Bentley hacks them in time. Well, no, he hacked these things to fall. But otherwise, yeah. It's pretty much just what you could expect from a late game change. There's nothing much to it, it just is. And as you see here, we also have another new enemy type, these fire slug things, which simply just do what a slug does. And I'm not sure about the fire part, really, I have no idea what a fire slug is and how it comes to be. I don't know how you make a slug out of lava. But yeah, I guess Russia is known for its mutant volcano fire slugs. That's why nobody ever visits a volcano in Russia. 'Cause if you go there, you encounter these things and they kill you. And let me tell you, they give you the nastiest burns you could imagine.
Nice driving, Murray. Now we have enough data to open the security doors. Just past them is the control room to Clockwork's Death Ray Tower. I think it's time for some Cooper thieving and sabotage. Don't you think, Sly?
And that's it. That's simply it. Well, we say goodbye to the van for once.
Careful, Sly. Those tiles are booby-trapped. You better get out of there.
Hold on. That's Carmelita. She looks trapped.
Serves that cop right. She's been dogging us from the start.
It's just a misunderstanding. We've got to free her.
Are you crazy, Sly? Clockwork probably stuck her there to trap you.
But if I don't do anything, Carmelita's doomed. Besides, stealing just won't be any fun without her.
Sly, your ridiculous raccoon logic sends shivers up my shell. But if you're determined to go through with this, that barrel will undoubtedly help, though I have no idea how you'll get up there.
Dude, a spire jump here, a rail slide there. I've done this a million times.
And yep, this is a true test of the abilities you've gotten so far. A true test of your sneaking. Not that you need to sneak to complete this level, but yeah. So we've done all this stuff before. We've done the ninja spire jump. I mean, we learned it. Yeah, very soon we gotta use the barrel again. I mean, when's the last time we used that? I mean, this is the one time they actually bring back something from way past, like way long ago. Like, unlike say, some of the stuff from that was introduced in episode 3 that came back in episode 4. Here, it's actual stuff that comes back. You know, like, remember this from a while ago? Here, it actually holds some, you know, water compared to the way episode 4 handles it. As you can see here, there's a lot of waiting around as a lot of lights overlap each other, making this pretty difficult. Of course, I don't have any Lucky Charms on me, so if I screw up, that's it.
Sly Cooper! I should have known you were behind this.
You got me wrong, Miss Fox. I'm here to rescue you.
You sentimental fool. Empathy has always been the downfall of the Cooper clan.
I knew this was a trap. Looks like I'm going to have to do some fast and furious hacking to shut down that gas before Sly's brain is turned to cheese. Haven't had to do this in a while. Okay, I used the left analog stick to steer and the right analog stick to unleash my hacker code. Those green data packets need to be destroyed if I'm going to get at the yellow security code.
Well, as you can tell here, I came back for some Lucky Charms. They actually have some use here, believe it or not. And they actually make this level a lot more bearable. So yep, as you can see here, starting with level 2, we got this thing here, this owl looking thing that shoots these red spiky things. If you touch those red spiky things, you automatically die. Your hacker code fails and that's it. The antivirus is completely successful if it works. Basically, don't touch it at all or else you automatically lose. Unless you have a Lucky Charm on you, in that case, you simply just lose a Lucky Charm. And if you haven't noticed, this is one of the few instances where we have, you know, a health bar in this game. And we could take at least up to 5 hits. And an extra few if you have 2 Lucky Charms with you. Or just 1, really. If you have a Lucky Charm, it gives you at least, I think, 2 extra hits. So really, you have at least 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, just 9. Yeah, let's see it for real. No, 3. So, yeah. You get majority of your health back if you have a Lucky Charm and lose it.
I'm the best. no code can stand before me.
Obviously, I didn't do a very good job explaining it, but I think Bentley explained it well.
Sly, I was wrong about you. Break me out of this force field by smashing its base, and I'll make it up to you somehow.
And yep, that's how we finish this level. Just a brief interruption, but yeah. We're already at the next one. I finished another old one.
I don't get it, Cooper. I've hunted you for years, tried to throw you behind bars, but when you get a chance to leave me in a cage, you set me free. Why?
Carmelita, we may be on opposite sides of the law, but you're not my enemy. Now, the homicidal robotic owl that built this death ray and nearly gassed us to death, that guy's on my list.
I see your point. All right. Until Clockwork and his evil schemes are destroyed, I suggest we work together.
Together at last. Wait, I need that cane. It's been in my family for generations.
Don't worry, Ringtail. I'll cover you while you get it back. If you can, make your way to the top of the death ray. I stashed my jetpack there before Clockwork nabbed me.
Now that we're a team and all, I hate to leave your side.
Hold on. This truce is only temporary. Once we beat Clockwork, I'm coming after you.
Really?
Well, maybe I'll give you a 10-second head start.
As you can see here, we're back to using this third section. Remember this when we used it for Murray? Well, at least this time we haven't waited a while. But this third section is pretty special, really. Sly's still pretty cowardly without his cane, but special thing about this one is that there's a lot of shortcuts you can take here, unlike, say Murray's level. I mean, for one, the enemies here can actually slow the pace down, and I'm not talking about Sly, running away from them. If you saw the way I was handling things, I was actually able to get through this way faster than usual. Like at this pace I was going, if I didn't stop Sly, basically if I didn't stop the fire slugs in certain times, they actually would have made this level longer, make Sly take a different path. But of course, as you can tell here, I took very massive shortcuts in completing the level. So that's one bonus point for this.
Nice job, Raccoon.
Where's Carmelita's jetpack? Right where she said it would be. The magnetronic support field for the death ray got destroyed as you were making a run for your cane. You'd better hurry. This whole thing is about to fall apart.
I'm on it.
Yep. Another test of Sly's abilities here. Only no more sneaking. This time you gotta prove yourself to be the acrobat that you really are. Cause as you can tell, things aren't gonna go well.
It's sinking fast. Climb, Sly, climb.
So yeah, this death ray thing. Well, at least it's gone, so it's gonna become part lava now. May the fire slugs feast on this fine machine. I mean, they already eat the computers, I'd imagine, so this has gotta be, premium for them. But yeah, as you can see here, there's a lot you gotta do here. Timing, which really messes with you if you take too long. Like, I'm pretty sure the first one I usually skip, but the others are pretty difficult to actually do just that. So yeah, this level likes to mess with you by throwing in these like time-based, parts here, where you can't just rush it. Otherwise, you're definitely gonna fall in the lava. But it only makes the lava catch up to you really quickly. So yeah. Although I do believe there's a thing they put in there so the lava doesn't, completely catch up to you. And as you can see here, yeah, that's a demonstration of it. Apparently the death rate just kind of went up. I don't know. It unsunk itself somehow. That's all you need to worry about. But here's the jetpack. Time to settle things once and for all.
Okay, that jetpack is easy to fly. Use the left stick to aim and steer, and press the square button to fire its rockets. Sly! Behind you!
Sly Cooper, you have escaped my gas chamber and destroyed my death ray. Remarkable. You Coopers always find a way to beat me.
Always? So that was you in the background of all those old pictures in the Thievius Raccoonus. How old are you?
Perfection has no age.
What? You're immortal?
Revenge is the prime ingredient in the fountain of youth. I've kept myself alive for hundreds of years with a steady diet of jealousy and hate, awaiting a day when I would finally eclipse your family's thieving reputation.
Sly! My missiles don't hurt him but seem to create holes in his armor. Shoot into the gaps I create!
Well, we're already at the final boss. Here's Clockwork. And yeah, just shoot wherever Carmelita shoots and that's it. That's this part. And it just right there, just all that I need to worry about. I mean, he occasionally shoots out these purple orb things that hurt, but they're not that hard to dodge. And yeah, he's pretty easy. And by the way, he does have dossier like the other Fiendish 5 members, but as you can imagine, it's not very useful, so I'm not gonna bother with it.
Nice shooting, Sly! You got him! Wow, that's one tough owl.
I don't get it. You're so familiar with my family. You must have known my father had a son. If you hated the Coopers so much, why did you let me live when you stole the Thievius Raccoonus?
Because I wanted to show the world that without your precious book, the Cooper line was nothing.
Ah, well, there's where you're wrong. The Thievius Raccoonus doesn't create great thieves. It takes great thieves to create the Thievius Raccoonus.
Enough, Sly Cooper. It ends here. I will finish you like I finished your father. Then the Cooper line will be erased and the only master thief will be Clockwork.
So the one cool little detail I like to point out is that Clockwork isn't using his wings to fly anymore, or at least not too much. As you could tell here, he lost control a bit of... I guess he's lost use of his wings here as he has to rely on this jetpack below his body, I guess, or wherever. Maybe even the head, but eh. So yeah, he's not actually, flying naturally. Further exemplifies the fact that he's, not natural. But anyway, this part's much of the same, except now he just shoots these rings at you. And that's it. No more purple orbs, just purple rings. Incredibly easy to dodge rings. I mean, yeah, it would only be easier if it somehow shot them, not on the outside.
Now's your only chance, Sly! You've got to get to his head and destroy it before his auto-reconstruct circuitry kicks in!
Yep, this is the final part. Another, example, well not example, but another test of your skills. Can you get through this final gauntlet alive and save the day? And if you die here, you gotta start the whole boss fight, by the way, so don't die. But unlike, say, some other game that has, in a 3-phase that takes forever to kill, depending on how you do it anyway. Yeah, here it's not too much to, actually, get to this part. Anyway, this is the final part. Unleash Havoc.
You will never be rid of me. Clockwork is superior.
It took some tricky maneuvering, but I managed to snatch that last piece of the Thievius Raccoonus from Clockwork's claw. I had taken down each member of the Fiendish 5, Raleigh, Mugshot, Ms. Ruby, the Panda King, and finally Clockwork. I'd beaten them all one by one and reclaimed my birthright. Of course, there was no way I could have gotten here without the help of my pals. I know this hasn't been easy for them, yet they stuck with me through it all. Murray, boy, it took a lot of guts for him to get out in the field with me. I know he was scared, but he's got more heart than anyone I've ever known. Thank goodness for Bentley. Without his expertise, I'd have never found my way off that rooftop in Paris. A guy couldn't ask for a better gang of friends. Who could ever forget the lovely Carmelita? Looks like we're not going to be friends anymore. Now that Clockwork's death ray is out of commission, we're back to playing cops and robbers. I thought for sure she was going to slap the handcuffs on me right then and there. But instead, she was true to her word and gave me that 10-second head start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I felt bad leaving her stranded on that giant rock, but I knew it wouldn't be long before we'd see each other again.
And that's it for Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, aka Sly Raccoon. That's pretty much it. That was it. That's the whole plot of the game. We got all the Thievius Raccoonus pages that we needed. So yeah. What do I think of this game? Well, it's pretty good. Although I do think I prefer, the mission-based style from Sly 2 and 3. Yeah, it's those ones that are a little more polished and just feel more, a lot more fun to play. Here, this is a game that shows just how much of a prototype it is compared to the other games in the series. I mean, you got all these gadgets that, well, not gadgets, but certain things that you won't be needing for very much. I mean, this is actually a playthrough where I actually try to use all the extra Thievius Raccoonus pages I got. Because normally I don't use stuff like the decoy and especially not the mine. But lo and behold, I tried. And, well, there's nothing wrong with the platforming. Yeah, I can't say it's pretty unique. I mean, it's pretty much the same as everything else I've seen before. Yeah. Well, that's it for Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe next time I'll do something else. I don't know, Ratchet and Clank, Ape Escape, whatever I feel like doing. Until then, see you next time. notyourusualZero, signing off.